A story can be driven by so many things. Goals, fear, dreams, and desires. But it's always moved by its heroes. So, what story shall we tell today?
Hello, and welcome back to The Table Is Yours, a role-playing adventure show where a bunch of friends sit around a table and through Discord or any other type of Zoom type thing and play Dungeons and Dragons. My name is Con Riley. I am your GM. You know me. I love you. We're married.
You love me more.
It's not that hard. It's not that hard. You can follow me anywhere at Kryles or Kryles_. I don't know what my profile picture will be when you see this episode, so...
It is that hard.
It is that hard. But yeah, let's go around and meet our fantastic friends.
Thank you.
Not furry.
Stop.
They could be.
Hi, my name is Lexi May Hunter. I use she, her pronouns. I play one, the human artificer. You can find me. I should really start my Be Real again. I haven't touched it. I got a new phone and I forgot to re-download Be Real, and so I don't get the little notifications, and it's a mess. And my fun fact is my favorite Disney character is Launchpad McQuack.
Who the fuck?
I have no idea who that is.
Who's
That's
that?
amazing.
From
DuckTales?
yeah,
Woo!
from
Is that the
DuckTales.
one in the aviator?
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Andrew. My pronouns are he, him. I play Wash. And, you can't find me. Still, gotta work on that, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna run your Instagram account.
Yeah, sure.
Hey. Hi, I'm Sydney. My pronouns are she, her. I play Codex Sayori. She's very peppy, and I'm kind of tired, so today might be a little wild.
She's traumatized. It's
She's
okay.
also tired. She was tired in what just happened.
Yeah.
With
They
shit.
just-
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't really have an animal fun fact. I didn't prepare anything. I guess my fun fact that I'm gonna ignore the category today is that I don't know if you can see it, but that thing right on top of my shelf there, it's I think a collector's edition of Bloodborne. I don't know. It's like the metal case for Bloodborne, and then the thing in front of it, because it's blocking it, is a planter that is just multiple faces, like in a circle.
Did you
That's
hear
And
that?
it's horrifying.
Did you hear that Bloodborne might be coming to PC?
Nice.
They're gonna make so much fucking money. Can't wait to fall down that really long ladder and die. Wait, I'm gonna hold on. I'll go grab the planter. Hold on.
Yes.
This working.
Teleport.
Like, what is? Look at this haunting thing.
Oh my god. Love it. That's awesome.
That's so cool.
I like the one crying eye.
But yeah,
Yeah, right. It's real spooky, but it's just faces.
I've literally bought Dark Souls 5 times. I bought the
Jesus.
original Dark Souls for... Well, I didn't buy it. I got it during Xbox Pass, but I've got it. No, that's not true. 6 times. I bought Dark Souls for... I got Dark Souls for free during whatever the summer pass was, that in 2012 or whatever, for Xbox 360. And then I bought a physical copy because I just wanted a physical copy because I got someone to sign the box. And then I bought it for PC, and then I bought the remastered for PC, and then I bought the remastered for Xbox One, and then I bought the remastered for Switch. And then every time I buy Dark Souls or any type of Souls-like game, from software, which sounds wrong, but from software,
From software.
from software, I buy it on console and on PC. So Bloodborne's the only one that I don't have on PC.
Dark Souls buying.
I want it so much. But yeah, the Bloodborne was the first Souls-like that I ever played, and I like it because it's fast. And it's actually the origin of my handle on most social media or gaming things, Toast the Magnificent, because my Bloodborne character was named Toast.
Nice.
Next campaign will be
Lore drop.
Lore!
next campaign, if everything goes to plan, will be very Souls-like inspired. So get ready.
Spoilers.
So prepare to die.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. I play Isabella Ballador, Tiefling Paladin Bard. I use she, her pronouns, as does Issa. My fun fact is that I am adept at growing basil, as Sydney can attest to. Yeah, I used to have, in our old apartment, I had a huge basil, like almost a mini tree.
Let me see if I can find a picture.
Yeah, Sydney might drop that. If you're a Patreon subscriber, you might get a picture of that.
I feel like this is one we can just put on the screen.
I can just put it on the screen.
No, you have to pay for it.
It's not free. It's a good basil plant. But you can see pictures of the propagations for free. But I used to just propagate like every 3 weeks, and we had like 7 basil plants in our house at one point. And the other
so
fun
much
fact
basil.
that goes with that is that Sydney doesn't like basil. That's the other part of the two-parter.
It tastes bad. I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm Vic. I play resident rat boy, Terrence Astanis. Get over it. I know, it felt like you sighed.
I did. Sure didn't, but now I'm going to.
Insert that. My pronouns are they, them. And my fun fact today is
Heather, your turn.
that I've killed every plant I've ever owned. 'Cause
Oh,
I'm
no.
really bad at it. I'm thinking of just getting a bunch of fake plants that look kind of real and just riding, because I want to be like a green thumb person so bad. Like I
A
want to
plastic green thumb.
I want to. Yeah, I have a plastic green thumb.
You just have to be good at
No, I
testing
just
them.
really want to have like that like clean plant person
wanna-
aesthetic in my apartment, and it's never gonna work.
I
It's
wanna-
never gonna happen.
I want to buy you something now that's just like a plastic green thumb cap that you can put over your thumb.
I love that.
Try succulents. You can try succulents.
I have.
Hey everybody, I'm Heather Alexandria Lore. I play Shay Erebos. My fun fact is on another campaign that I was playing yesterday, I rolled 5 nat 20s in a row.
Hell yeah!
Holy shit. So you're gonna roll like trash today? Or
Yeah,
do you
so
think
you're
the streak's
done?
gonna stay alive?
But yeah, you can follow us everywhere at TTIY D&D. That is on, I think actually technically on Facebook, but Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Patreon. Please support us on our Patreon so we can make content like this for you and extras depending on the tier you take.
Yeah.
With that, let's get into our recap and find out what we did last time on The Table Is Yours.
What story shall be sung today? One can never know how the melody might sound. Our adventurers have already begun to pluck the strings of their story, and their combined composition is unfolding like a road before us.
As soon as Casimir took us out of the Naramont Society, I found an alley and threw up. What Fiora asked us to help with was crazy, and also I guess I helped release a god of pain and suffering, so fuck. So while I was regaining my composure, Casimir started checking in with the Fated Fates. One actually asked him how he was feeling, even though Casimir was trying to ask us what we were feeling, and Casimir said he was troubled. Then he apologized to Wash for calling him Felix, and said he didn't know he wasn't supposed to use his real name. He told Terrence that he should experiment with being Terry in a calm situation instead of just when we fight, and in typical Casimir fashion, when he tried to talk to me, he stressed me out even more. And when he saw Shay lurking in the shadows, he just moved back up to the front with Issa. Issa asked him why he hadn't told Fiora about Balthazar's undead army, and he told her that she wouldn't be able to handle it right now, but he thought that Issa could. He thought that we could handle that information. And then he said whatever attacked Ponte did it on his birthday, and he still feels like a child, caught in the middle of his older siblings, and he doesn't want to make them angry if he can avoid it. And then we got to the restaurant moments by the pyre. We sat in a large circle booth, and Casimir said the space was for us to express concern and such, but no one felt like talking. Terrence told one his plans to test out Terry before excusing himself to the bathroom to take a serum. When he returned as Terry, he was much calmer and seemingly enjoyed his time while Casimir explained that Terry could be used outside of violence. And then they ran some experiments in the middle of a restaurant while one observed with a notebook. Casimir left the table to let us talk amongst ourselves, and we just kind of talked in circles about our many, many patrons and who we actually serve. And no one wants to kill a god, but it's safer to work with Fiora instead of against her, right? Issa eventually followed Kaz to the bar, and the two talked about the morality and logistics of what would happen if the Fairfather was to die, and about other god stuff. Issa pointed out that it seemed like Casimir was stuck between his two older siblings' wants for vengeance against what happened to Ponte. Casimir agreed, saying he did sometimes feel lost, but no matter what, he wanted to keep his family he had. As dinner wrapped up, Casimir explained that Fiora and Seraphima had gotten us a keep in the third to be our home. It was called the Pale Keep, which Terry called the White Castle, so that's what we're calling it, the Pale White Castle Keep. Casimir left us saying he'd return soon with a job from Fiora. As we all got settled in our rooms, Wash and I did a bit more of our reading lessons before I went to the courtyard to apologize to Shay for my involvement with the Dark Root Diamond, since that seemed to upset her. We kind of just fought it out. She definitely gave me a few scars from her dagger, but I guess we're fine now. I guess. Shay then turned to One and asked, "What does the name Adelaide mean to you?" I'm not looking forward to this argument.
So, yeah. With that, we will start.
I can do a lead-in if you'd like.
Yeah. So let's start with the lead-in. So last thing that was said between this confrontation between One and Shay. Shay, the last thing you said to One was,
What does the name Adelaide mean to you?
I'm like staring you down. Because remember, you just like shattered metal very suddenly too.
and also to place just everybody in scene as well. If you remember, your armor is off, and Terrence is sitting like on a stone or by a tree,
but under a tree. Like he tried to kind of prevent this from happening, and now he's just watching with
V2, and V2's next to you because
Yeah.
V2 snarled at Shay, and then One sent V2 off to Terrence.
He pushes a button on V2 to make popcorn.
Just out of curiosity, how far are you from them? Just make a
I would
number.
say
Shay's by
like
the tree.
5 feet, like
Yeah.
maybe. Like I'm like right there.
Are you sitting down? Or are you
near each
standing?
other.
I'm sitting down. I'm next to V2. I'm like patting him on the head.
Okay, so you're sitting down. Now.
Because Shay's like leaning on the other side of the tree from Terrence, so it's kind of like where you can see her like side profile from Terrence.
Yeah, I would assume if
Gotcha.
like this is the tree, he's leaning against it. They're kind of here, so it's kind of like adjacent.
Gotcha.
Like I can look at both of them from where I am.
Gotcha. All right.
You can see that like I'm a little like that question like kind of catches me off guard, and I kind of like not like stagger back, but it's kind of like, oh god. Shay, you do not deserve any of the information that you just asked.
Really? Because I've spoken to Adelaide.
Oh, you have. She like smiles too. Like she gives this big smile. You tell us nothing about yourself. We know not a single thing about you. And at least when I am keeping things cryptic, I tell people that I'm saying it or not saying it to keep people out of my shit because I don't want them there, to protect them. And she is giving you like these very like sarcastic faces all the time through, as people who can see can see. But meanwhile, you tell us nothing about you. And in fact, we know that you're stealthy. I know you're good at a deal. How the fuck did you lose 10,000 gold to Teeters?
It's not losing, it's an investment. We purchased something.
You spent 10,000 at Teeters.
It was actually 12,000, but I
Right. Funny. All I know about you is that you came from the Grove and you had a job and you fucked it up.
That is more than many people know.
So why don't you tell us more, because we're your team.
Why don't you tell me more?
I would sooner trust Terrence with any information. At least he cares about me and doesn't steal money from our group.
Steal? No. Looks like you're the thief, honestly.
How so?
Do we really need to go over the Dark Root Diamond thing again?
I did a job.
Yes, a thief's job.
I didn't steal it.
Yes, I found out that Codex was the one that actually did the stealing, which is surprising. Honestly.
My job was to find it.
And unleash something.
That wasn't even my job. I was just told to go find it. It was missing.
I see. And that's where you met this friend that you know that also does shadow magic.
Exactly. Come on, Shay, tell us something about yourself.
You know more than most people do, and I'm not going to reveal any more information until you do. And if you won't, I won't.
Fine. Who did you speak to? You spoke to Adelaide?
I did. I did speak to Adelaide.
She's been dead for a long time.
Correct. How do you think I spoke to her? You're very clever. You could probably figure it out.
What did she say?
She said it was her mother's fault. She did this.
A few years ago, Lady Seraphima held a public execution for Adelaide.
I've heard.
She was apparently releasing criminals.
And she was hung, no?
Incredibly so. She was, publicly.
And you were there?
No.
But Adelaide was your cousin, no?
My aunt and I don't see eye to eye very often. I didn't think an execution for her was warranted in the slightest.
So you didn't try to save her? You're very strong and powerful. I'm sure you could have.
Not compared to my aunt. She kind of looks really, defeated when you say that, too. My aunt also has a lot more people in her corner than you want to believe.
Most powerful people do. For better or for worse.
Anyway, back to you.
Yes. Weren't you trying to figure out how I know who Adelaide is?
Go on, tell me about your magic.
I don't know if it's magic. I mean, I've just recently learned magic, actually. Thanks to a little bit of influence from seeing what Codex does. But some things I've seen forever.
So how did you learn that from Codex if Codex doesn't even know how to use it herself?
Observation.
That magic seems innate. So what's going on inside? She gives a big smile, too.
Great question. Because I can't tell you. Not because I don't want to, but because I don't know. But I can tell you, I saw Adelaide after her demise in the wilds, by the river. That's what she told me about Seraphima.
They probably tossed her body off the polished wall.
That's what I can assume. Now, how do you think I saw her?
You either have some innate ability, or necromancy, or...
She disappears. Full invisibility. And then you hear from...
Wait, you do cast invisibility?
Yeah.
Shay says something and disappears.
And when you hear on your left ear, I see ghosts, darling.
Do you want to come out into the light, or do you want to keep being dramatic? You see dead people. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Every day? All the time? Can you turn it off?
I wish.
Do they talk to you?
More or less.
Do you like it?
I wouldn't say I like it, per se. It's just part of who you are. You don't think about it.
So why is it a big deal to you? If it's like breathing,
Yes.
who cares?
I care. I don't think anyone else should know because I don't know anyone else that can do this. So this needs to be quiet.
If you don't talk about it, you're not going to learn about it.
I've spoken to enough people that have more knowledge than I do about it, and they've been teaching me. I've been talking with them for a while, throughout my life, learning. I don't think you're one of those people. So now you have information that you can't help me with, or solve. It's just information that you know about me now.
That's the same. You're literally asking me for information that you can't help with. So
Who says I can't?
that I don't want your help with.
Why not?
Not your circus, not your monkeys.
But I thought you wanted us to be a team. This is me trying to help you as a team member.
And as a team member, you can help me by helping me make some new inventions. I don't need you here.
Don't need me here for what?
It's my own ship.
You unleashed something from the Dark Root Diamond. This god that now Arathia is bound to. It seems to me, correct me if I'm wrong, that you feel remorse for this and want to fix it, no?
I didn't release it.
That's when Shay turns visible again and walks forward.
Arathia.
Fascinating.
It's bound to her.
Sure enough. I shouldn't be surprised, really. It seems she has more knowledge of all of these things than anyone else that I've come across. But I'm curious how she got that knowledge. Do you know?
Bulls do as bulls do.
Seems like you've known your fair share throughout your life. Being at the high echelon that you've been.
Truly, I just try to keep to my dog.
And your inventions.
My dog.
True. So what can I help you with? Now that I know that you're responsible for certain things.
We were supposed to get money for the last job, but we didn't because Teeters was just so expensive.
It was.
Get us that money.
I am going to a casino. That can easily be done.
Well then, best of luck to you.
Thank you. I might need it.
So are you two, like, cool?
I don't think so on her end, at least. Seems like she doesn't want to trust or believe me or let me help her. But that's alright. I'm used to watching my back.
I'm not here to fight you. You're not my enemy.
That's yet to be proven.
Well then you're sure as shit not my friend. And she turns around.
Alright, well with that, with the watch your back, we're gonna go to wash your back. And by wash, I mean not wash, I mean Issa washing her back in the tub. So Issa, you're in the bath. You're in the bath, like the little...
Yeah, I'm vibing.
Or not bathhouse, I guess it's the bathroom, but like
Yeah.
the
Bathroom in our Issa in the bathroom.
But it's
Issa in the bathroom.
physically a bath space room, not like a bathroom, not a restroom, but like a bath.
I'm in a claw tub.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, because that's where you wanted to go, right? You wanted to take a bath?
Yeah, no, this whole time Issa's been taking a bath. She's trying to, like, decompress, and she's been stressed all day, and she wants to talk to Terrence very briefly before everyone else, so she's just kind of, like, mustering up the energy, and is also enjoying that no one is watching her bathe right now. Like, she's just peeking out of the corner of her eye, like, is Cass watching?
Wash pops out.
Yeah. Yeah, like, the cucumbers on her eyes, she's like, okay. And then puts it back.
I want to just send Casimir at you, but I'm not going to. He said he'd leave you alone.
You're like, Balthazar is in the bathroom. And I'm like, God damn it, what is with you guys? God damn it.
Can I actually go bother Issa? You just hear a very soft knock on the bathroom door.
This is like,
Are you, like, super naked? Or
yeah,
is this a bad
come on
time?
in. No.
Okay. She, like, just cracks the door open and just sticks her head in, and it's mostly ears. And she's just like, hey,
It's a full, like,
are you super busy?
it's like a full bathhouse room.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
yeah, for sure, but still, it's just, like, this much of her. Like, nose
Yeah.
to ears. So, like, 1.5 feet of Codex.
Hey, Codex.
Hey, I'm assuming you're kind of far, so she's like,
Yeah,
yelling.
completely across the bathroom. We're yelling at each other. You could definitely come in, and we're just like, hey.
Just soft yelling because she's trying not to wake people up, but she's just like, hey, is this a bad time?
No, come on in.
Slides into the room. She kind of like walks over, and she like gives you an awkward look, and then kind of like looks around the room, and she's just like, this place is kind of nice.
It is. It's very spacious. Fiora and Kaz and whoever else paid for it did a really nice job for us.
Yeah. I actually have a question, and I don't know. Everybody else is either being weird or asleep, so
Okay.
I figured I would ask you because you also seem like you're partially in charge still. And I think Kaz said that you're in charge of like the money situation
Yeah, Kaz definitely gave me the least and seems to trust me the most, so I don't know if I'm in charge. I mean, I would rather I'd rather step away from the leadership role. She's like doing air quotes, because we're not really working for the guild anymore, and so now it's just kind of friends.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see you as like my boss or anything, but like
Cool.
you're kind of like in charge of that thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious before I head to bed, but do we have like an allowance or something that we get as like payout or whatever? Because like, I'm kind of broke right now because I gave my family all my money, but I would love to just buy some stuff to like liven up my room a little bit, but I don't know what the payout situation is like or if we're getting money because I also still have to keep sending money home. So
How much are you looking for? Because I feel, we can probably negotiate. I mean, we're doing some pretty wild stuff for Fiora, it sounds. So I think they'd be willing to give us some money. But how much do you need right now?
I don't know. I haven't really I guess I could go back to my old house and get some stuff, but that would take so much time. I want to buy a new bed, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about like a hammock actually.
Yeah.
Which could be really cool.
For the courtyard?
No, for my room to sleep in.
Oh, in the room. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like that could be really cool. Anyway, I may like 20 gold. Do you think that's too much? Like 20 gold to
No.
like, some random.
No. She'll get out of the bath fully naked. She's like walking over to grab a towel. She's like,
Codex is an athlete. She's been in the locker room. She's like,
yeah. Issa's very hot. Anyway, and she like puts the towel around her. She's like, here. And she's like rifling through some of her stuff she brought in. Like, oh, here's 50 gold, and then I'll talk to Casimir about allowances. But I don't think 20 gold a week is too much to ask for.
Oh, a week? I was just saying like a one-time thing. I can make that last for like a while.
No, I think we can get some more. Like, we can, whatever you need, I feel like they can probably provide. They seem to have a lot of funds. But for now, why don't you take this and spruce up your room and get like a hammock or whatever?
Okay. Thanks, Issa. And she's gonna like lunge forward and give you a little hug, and then hustle. Have a good time relaxing or whatever.
I think I'm done. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm good. But yeah, okay. And she like returns the hug, like a little surprised, but Issa doesn't mind hugs. So she's like, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Codex is like now it's slightly damp, and she's like,
yeah.
Just to clarify, are you actually triple majoring? Like, is that a thing?
No. Triple majoring is a thing, and I'm actually technically I like kind of still am because my parents think I'm in college and they think I'm triple majoring, which like I should have talked to Sham about first because my parents are ask me questions about my major, so now I have to actually do it on the side. And you like when she was rifling for gold, there's like some textbooks in there. She's like, so every night I have to like read up and keep up with some of the work. So triple majoring is a thing, but Sham's pretending, or was, I think, still pretending that I was triple majoring. So
she kind of just like has this like slightly distant look on her face for a second, and then she's like more like she's zoned out for like a second, and then she's just kind of like snaps back and she's like, yeah, that sounds like a lot. So are you like balancing that on top of also dating Casimir and then also being an adventurer, or like is that like when do you sleep?
Yeah, I sleep. No, I'm really good at managing my time. Like when I was actually in college, I used to like, get up at 5 and do a 2-hour workout, and then had my classes really early in the morning so that I'd have time in the afternoon to like study and do like whatever I felt like. I also play the oboe, so I practice that once a day, which like now that we're all living together, people might hear, but that's okay.
Issa.
So, yeah.
Roll a perception check.
Why? We're just talking about her life.
13.
Okay. For the briefest of seconds, you see this image behind Codex that, like, you shake it and it goes away. For the briefest of moments, behind Codex, you see a quick flash of an image that you kind of, like, shake off. But it looks like this larger, stronger elf person that you recognize. It looks a bit more... You watch as this person that you know. He seems to have like this like open mouth that is like larger than a jaw would revel out. Eyes look hollow and fully white, and it looks like this person is gaunt with death. Very briefly behind Codex, you see that before you're like,
I think if she sees that behind Codex, she's gonna like quickly reach out a hand and like pull Codex towards her and be like, sorry.
Immediately turns around.
Yeah, sorry. I thought I
You
saw
okay?
something. No, I thought I saw something.
You then very quietly in your left ear, Codex does not hear this, you just hear,
I just whip around. I'm like, what the fuck?
Codex now has her knife out. Like, she's like, what the fuck
Yeah,
is going
Issa's
on?
like looking for. She's like, do I see anything when I like whip around?
no.
Okay, bath time's over. I don't know what that was. We gotta get out of here. Maybe let's go.
She grabs onto your arm and she's just like, do you think this place is haunted? Like, do you think there's ghosts?
I don't. It was like I saw a ghost, but like,
Do you think maybe they just got us this place because it was on a discount rate because it was haunted? Maybe that's why?
I don't think it makes. Yeah, I saw the ghost of someone that I loved and they died, and I don't know why they're here. So that was a little sorry. I'm
Issa.
what the fuck? And then she's like holding on, like I know Codex is already holding Issa's arm, but she's like running through the bathhouse away. She looks like she doesn't falter often. She looks scared, like blood drained from her face. Like
Issa, what are you doing?
we have to go. I don't know what that was.
If it's tiled, Codex is sliding because her bottom of her feet is just fur. So she's just like, and
He's just like frantically looking around behind them while they run out of the bath.
As you're dragging her out, I'll cast Mage Hand just so I can grab Issa's stuff and drag it with us out of the room.
Nice, thanks.
And I'll just be like, go, 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 go.
When I guess Codex said we don't have to tell the others, I guess she'll like rush Codex into her room and like slam the door and just like take a couple breaths and see if she hears or sees anything else.
Nothing. You don't see anything.
Great.
I mean, other than your room.
So I don't know what that was, but I think I just saw a ghost.
Are you okay? Is it? Did it say anything? Was it threatening? Did it not want us to the bath?
It seemed threatening. I don't think it was about the bath. They looked undead, and the last time I saw them, they were dead. But like, you know, like they had just been killed. So it was like, you know.
So hold on, let's backtrack a little bit. Who?
Oh, it's someone that I loved and still love dearly. Was killed at the Providence graduation, and now they are apparently haunting me, but this has never happened before, and they look very undead, and it was scary because I don't like seeing them like that, and Casimir said I might see them like that, but I didn't think I'd see them in a vision. I thought I'd see them like...
Issa, she just kind of like grabs you by the shoulders, she's like, gives you like a little shake, and she's like, it's okay, we'll figure it out. It probably wasn't real, it was probably just someone fucking with you. A lot of people are fucking with us right now.
No one knows that, except now you.
Issa.
Oh, we gotta go. It happened again. There's a voice in my ear that's saying my name really creepily, and we have to go. I don't know how to deal with this.
All right. She's just gonna grab you by the hand and be like, do you want to get clothes? Can you grab clothes really fast, or are you cool with the towel? Fuck it, and she's just gonna start dragging you out.
As you grab Issa's hand to run, Issa just like thuds.
I'm gonna try and pick Issa up.
Sure.
Fireman's carry. Absolutely, not bridal style fireman's. She's like over my shoulder. And I'm just gonna start running out of Issa's room towards where I last saw Shay, One, and Terrence.
Gotcha. As you're running, let's move to Issa. You kind of wake up in this dark place. You're in this kind of like desolate mountain valley. Very close to your right is what looks like this red canyon. I mean, not like it's like the canyon's right next to you, but like in the distance you can see either of these, like this is valley mountain you're in, and to your right is this far outstretching red canyon area. And the whole sky seems to like bleed in reds and blacks. You just see in front of you this like silhouette of something that you can't quite discern, but it looks humanoid. Like a humanoid silhouette, let's say. Kind of fuzzy and staticky.
Issa.
Yeah? Who... Can I try to look at it closer to, like, see if I recognize it? She's just, like, running on fumes right now. Like, she's like, oh, yeah? Where am I? Who are you? What are... And then she'll try to get a closer look.
Roll a wisdom check. Just a wisdom check.
10.
It just kind of like stands at you as you kind of feel like this low hum just all around you. Not like there's a trembling of your visage or the images in front of you. It's just like this hum, this kind of like vibration, very low drone.
Do you feel that in you?
Yes.
When this voice says that to you, it's like your heart, you can kind of like hear and feel the beating of it as it kind of like slowly walks towards you. It's from far away, it looks like it's probably about your height. As it gets closer, the silhouette is tall. Probably almost 10 feet as it gets 5 feet away from you. And it kind of just like looks down to you. And at this point, you can kind of see in the silhouette, I would say it's like this like kind of gray and black, hazy, smoky silhouette. Almost like, maybe not smoky, but more like staticky. Almost like a static on a TV, kind of. And it does look like there are two white glowing areas where eyes would be that kind of like, as it gets closer to you, seem to like mimic this orange and red color hue that beats with your heart.
Uh-huh.
Something was taken from you, or rather someone.
Yeah. She's just frozen. You know, like the fright, or what? You know what I'm trying to say.
Flight or freeze?
Yeah, she's freezing. She normally doesn't freeze, but you know, this has never happened. So she's like, yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Angry.
Yes.
Sad.
Focus on the anger.
Why?
When you say why, you kind of feel like your heart just kind of like it's getting faster, and you don't necessarily feel like it should be getting faster, but it's like out of your control, getting faster, and obviously now that's getting to you.
What, are you making my heart beat faster?
Your anger is...
Okay. Who are you?
It kind of like goes down into what looks like a silhouette of you mirroring yourself. Silhouette, same static, hazy, but it looks like the shape of you. I'm in love.
Ed Sheeran.
It looks like Ed Sheeran.
Oh God. Horrifying. It's a nightmare.
I'm in love with the shape of you.
Oh yeah, it looks like you.
Got him.
I'm in love with your body. I'm in love with your body.
I hate it here. Just like, this is getting really awkward.
I am your anger. Unresolved.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing I do is journal about it. So, my therapist, yeah. So, yeah, I do have unresolved anger, but I didn't know...
petty words on a page will not suffice to help you, Isabella Barador.
What will help me?
Revenge.
Yeah, I,
Make a wisdom save.
21.
21, okay. It ends up showing you what looks like it splits behind. It's like almost like two versions of itself goes behind it, as you see a static silhouette of what looks like Terrence, and a static silhouette of what looks like Balthazar. And three. A static version of what looks like Terrence, a static version of what looks like Balthazar, a static version of what looks like Verano. The Verano one is like a bit more transparent since...
I don't think Terrence had, they didn't intend for this to happen. I don't think they're the bad guy here.
Intention does not replace what actually happened.
I know.
No, go! Issa, lie to yourself more. As you see more silhouettes pop up of your parents.
Oof.
Yikes, ouch. Maybe enough lies will fix your own misgivings. Create your own narrative. That'll fix your pain. Roll another wisdom save. At disadvantage.
You're gonna get me. One of these is gonna get me. It's that one.
You know what?
Okay.
Boys, we got him.
Ladies and
With
gentlemen.
an 11 and seeing your parents and this entity that claims to be your anger say lie more to yourself. No, fine. Like kind of like say no, fine. Keep lying to yourself. That'll help. Yeah, I'm angry. That's how you feel. You're like,
Yeah.
it's persuading you. So play into that.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I'm angry. Okay.
You don't sound it.
I'm angry. I'm angry. A lot of people died.
You are not convincing me, which means you don't convince yourself. Do something about it. You feel your hands grabbing towards, and you're fully clothed in this place you're in. Nice. You feel yourself grabbing your great axe.
Yeah, just like instinctively grabbing it.
And at this point, as you're grabbing it, even if you're not, like, there is the part of Issa that's like, wait, no. Like, there's a part of, like, this can be hard to be like, act like this. But there is still part of you that's like, I don't know if I fully agree, but there is the part of you that, like, as much as there's me telling you you're angry, put yourself in your own head that there's part of you telling you you're angry.
Yeah.
But you kind of watch, even if you're not fully recognizing you're picking up the axe, you watch as the visage in front of you, that's kind of like this static version of you, starts to kind of turn opaque into a mirror of you. And it looks, despite what you're saying, its face looks furrowed, angry, and a little bit into what's happening, with a little bit of a hint of a smirk.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I'm angry, and I know that we're not supposed to, but I really want to kill Balthazar, and I'm mad at Terrence for their part in it, but I don't think they deserve to die still, but...
I mean, I am kind of happy all of it happened, because this is Terrence that is now talking and takes form. I am kind of happy it happened, because now I know a little bit more. So, if some people have to die for me to figure out how to make this work, it's all worth it in the name of science.
Issa's just like, I mean, she's looking at Terrence and just like, kind of like slightly shaking her head, like.
I mean, you're kind of over it already, right? Because you have somebody else you love, or whatever. You have that boy toy now, right?
No, that's just a lie. That's a lie.
Sure, but you seem fine. So, I mean, you forgave me already. And you're doing so well with all of your studies, sweetheart, your dad says. We couldn't be more proud of you. We couldn't even be more proud of what you're doing. You're such a blessing to all of us. It's okay to let it...
I'm not a blessing. I'm sad and I'm angry.
I don't know, you seem like you just forgot about me, so... As another shade kind of appears and takes on the visage of a healthier looking version of the dead elf you saw behind Codex. Your ex who was killed, Guy.
She's like, probably there's like some tears in her eyes now. She's like, I didn't forget about you. I'm lying because I want to save you, and I didn't know I couldn't get there in time, and I don't know how to deal with it. So I've just been acting like everything's fine, but it's not fine.
You hear another voice that kind of like appears, and you've never heard this voice, but I'll say this voice mimics a feeling you've gotten before. As you hear this one voice go, I mean, to be honest, you really don't. You don't live up to anything you say you want to do, Issa. It's a shame that you are trying to be an acolyte of mine. As you see just this like white form, you don't see an actual like person, but you see this like golden white hued being. All you can make out on this person is a symbol of a fist closed around a broken chain. Your goddess, you're following Benona. Her voice doesn't rain any similarity to anything you've heard, but the feeling when her voice speaks is something you've heard or felt when you were in a temple or in study.
Yeah. I'm just trying. I've tried to live like I'm supposed to, like with free will, and she's like just stuttering, like she's like so.
Free will? Are you kidding me? Terrence says. Free will? Lying to your parents about triple majoring and going to all these colleges, and then also just listening to what everybody else tells you to do? That doesn't sound like free will to me. And I would know.
That is free will. I wanted to be a bard, and I went to Providence, and I had such a good fucking time, and I met the love of my life, and he died, Terrence, because you made a fucking serum.
This Terrence kind of like pushes through this crowd of people that are appearing in this place, walks right up to your face and goes, oops.
She swings with her great axe. She swings.
You kind of like
full swing.
Do you like let out a scream or anything when you do that?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Perfect. So you kind of like swing and like scream as when you cut through Terrence, it's like that static kind of like breaks and it kind of disperses as the rest of them all just kind of just like all disappear. And you just see this being back to its like 10-foot base humanoid silhouette. Good. Honesty is good for you. If you want vengeance, if you want a life of truth, you need to help yourself. I can help you.
Ow.
Roll. Here's a question. I will give it up to you. Do you want to fully submit to this person saying I can help you, or do you want to make a wisdom save? It'll probably be a disadvantage because you're already kind of swayed with the whole anger swing. But
yeah, I think once she's swung on Terrence and like has seen Guy and is just like emotionally destroyed by everything everyone just said to her because it's so true, and like she's always been mad at herself for lying to her parents, and like she was just planning on telling the party the truth, and then all of this is happening, and now she's just seething and crying and is just like, yeah, I miss Guy, and it's someone took him from me. Multiple people took him from me. So I should get revenge.
Perfect.
I'm in danger.
Don't worry.
Dang, a lot of not Terrence.
I hope I wake up and I've like swung on Terrence in real life. Whoop.
It kind of just like lets out its hand to you.
Am I on the ground? Like, is this like trying to pick me up or like?
Sure, if you want to say you fell to the ground after hitting Terrence.
Yeah, I probably kind of like collapsed to the ground more, just like in frustration. Like, Great Axe is beside me. Like, I'm just kind of like looking up at this creature. Yeah, I take their hand.
As you take their hand, you feel like you feel. Best way I can describe this, and
I feel good.
Well, you do feel good, but there's this brief feeling, and this is the best way I can describe it, and I'm so sorry. You know, like shocking gum. It feels like the pulling of it, like being shocked by shocking gum for like a brief second. It feels like that, like you know when you pull like fake gum. As it kind of like whoosh into you. And you kind of watch as like there looks like this static aura around you, and it kind of moves your hand to point towards the middle of that mountainous valley that you're seeing in your vision. Find my diamond. Release me. So.
Who are?
No, that's it.
And that's it. And you're done.
You're done.
I'll say it's up to you if you want to share with everybody else, but also, who do you trust right now with all of what just happened? So, like I always say, narrative's yours. I'm not going to force you into a narrative you don't want to be in.
Codex probably like runs into the fucking courtyard, gently sets Issa down, and then just looks at all of you and takes one's gun and cocks it and says, "Issa's haunted."
What?
She doesn't take the gun. Moon's haunted? Do you not know the Destiny? Moon's haunted? Destiny meme?
Moon's haunted.
What do you mean? Moon's haunted. Gets back in the spaceship. No, yeah, she probably does run out though and like set Issa down, and she looks afraid but not like confused. Codex's normal state, and she's just like, Issa's haunted or the bathroom's haunted? We got ghosts.
Am I still there?
You
Yeah.
left, I thought.
Because I was leaving.
You were leaving, but I'm going to say
Oh,
that was a very long conversation you guys
Yeah.
had, and that was not a very long conversation.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to make sure the timeline's where I'm at. So I'm probably
You probably like turned to go, and then Codex like.
fucking damn it.
Were you asleep, Wash?
Wash has been asleep. He was exhausted.
Okay.
Yeah, he was exhausted.
You are exhausted. I will say, from all the screaming of Codex, it probably wakes you up. You'll probably hear it from your window, and then if it's up to you if you want to walk down and just join the conversation from there.
Is there a balcony?
Probably.
Okay, Wash puts on his pants, pulls out a pack of cigarettes, and steps out on the balcony and lights them. Like,
Let's go.
what the hell's going on?
We got ghosts.
I mean,
Issa was in the bath, and we went to talk to her to ask. Doesn't matter. Issa was in the bath, so I went to talk to her, and then she said she started hearing stuff, and then she saw a ghost of like some dead guy or something, and then she passed out. So here she is now.
I'm definitely cursing under my breath a little bit. I'm gonna pull out a healing kit. And I'm just like, I think I'm just cursing the whole time, and I pull it through. And I'm just gonna grab a piece of metal and try to like, I can make things emit an odor. I'm gonna make it emit like a smelling salt odor.
but Terrence was gonna. I was gonna say like Terrence is gonna like run over and be like, "Oh my god!" Like
Yeah, I'm saying the second I see, I see you start to wake up, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Nice.
Terrence probably just like leaned over you like as this happened, like kind of like. Because you are, like, it sucks because you are the one he's, like, closest to.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm gonna, like, wait until you kind of, like, open your eyes, but I don't know.
Yeah, does the smelling salt work?
Well, so you're doing that. You're just running over. Are you saying anything?
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Feel free to RP in this role playing game.
No.
So you said she passed out because of ghosts? Like, what?
I don't know. We were talking about some stuff, and then she got all freaked out and said she was hearing stuff, and then she saw some dead guy, and then we left the bathroom, and then yeah, sorry about that. And she like unhooks. She has like the sash on her belt, and it's like kind of like a not a big blanket, but it's kind of like a blanket. And she kind of like drapes it over Issa as like a second layer. And she's like, but she started freaking out, so we went back to her room, and then we were talking about the ghosts, and then she saw something else, and then she just fell over. So here she is.
By that point,
Do you think maybe she just spent too long in the bath?
by that point, you probably have something else ready.
Yeah.
Yes. And Shay's definitely over there, but not by Terrence. Probably near, like, is his head listening to you, Codex.
I'm gonna give it to Terrence.
Yeah, because Terrence probably was busy. He's like
activate
patting
it.
her face.
I like activate it and hand it to you.
And he's just gonna wave it under Issa's nose.
Oh, and while that's happening, I also look to you and says, like, sounds like your domain.
Yes, it does.
And then just, you kind of like, as Issa wakes up.
Oh my god, Issa, you okay?
Oh no.
She's just like wide-eyed when she's like, you know, you wake up and you're like, oh, alone with my thoughts for 2 seconds, and then you like realize what's actually happening, and you're just like, Terrence.
Roll a wisdom.
Just like whispers.
Roll a wisdom save at disadvantage.
This is a real bummer that we're all dealing with right now. Shit. 9.
Oh,
A natural 3. This is
Immense anger towards Terrence right now, even if you can't control it.
Issa will shove Terrence off of her.
what the fuck?
I need space. And she's like looking away from Terrence, like trying to calm herself with like, you know, calming breaths. She's a paladin. She's the daughter of a cleric. She knows how to meditate. Like, she's like, I can do this. I can... What the fuck? And then she'll, like, look at everyone. Sorry, Terrence.
It's okay. Are you okay?
No.
Shay bends down and, like, doesn't put her hand on your shoulder, but she just, like, kind of gets, like, face level with you. Breathe, you're alright. You're safe.
Okay. Okay. I was upstairs, or no, I was, never mind. I was
Just kidding.
Just kidding. I was taking a bath, and Codex came to talk to me, and then I saw the ghost of my partner that died, and they didn't look like themselves, and then I kept hearing voices in my head, and then I guess I passed out. And that was scary.
You hear this big, like, pong, pong, pong. Well, not like that, but like pong, pong, pong. Somewhere from the courtyard. Well, you probably know, for anybody who is, like, fancier, sometimes there's, like, things on doors that you can knock and it will make a reverberation for anywhere in the house to hear. So someone's knocking on your door.
Great. At midnight.
Is it that late?
I don't know. I
I thought it was
like
after
7?
dinner.
Yeah.
So
It's kinda late.
7, 8.
I'm gonna go get.
If that's okay.
I'm not putting out my cigarette. I'm walking
Alright.
through the hall.
Right.
Terrence kind of just like like he probably like fell back on like his butt and like kind of scooted back. Like he doesn't look like when he said like what the fuck, it wasn't like out of anger. It was just like what the fuck is happening, like.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of looking at you with concern.
Yeah, so,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, so you go to the door wash, and you open it up, I'm assuming. You see Casimir sitting there?
We don't want any.
I didn't want to be back this early either, but I have a mission already.
Fucking great. All right. Well, we have ghosts. So, do you want to join?
Like, just like a raised eyebrow and like a plain face.
Yeah.
What?
I don't fucking know. Come on.
Let's go.
Alright, so Wash kind of like walks back into the courtyard as you guys are like, what happened, what happened? And you guys are like, ghosts! As Casimir walks in. Why is Isabella in a bath towel and you're surrounding her?
Ghosts.
Ghosts.
Codex is gonna lean down next to Issa, and it's like real conspiratorially. It's just like, do you want to deal with him right now? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Casimir, I actually do need to talk to you. And she's just gonna like get up and like put her arm around Casimir and start hauling him off towards the kitchen.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a real G.
All right.
Issa, do you want to stand? Are you all right where you are?
Yeah, I'll stand. She's like wrapping Codex's blanket scarf around her. For lack of a better word, huge blanket scarf.
There you go, yeah. Little kimono-y kind of thing.
Yeah.
If you don't want to speak about it, it's fine. But I am curious. Are you still seeing this ghost now?
I'll look around.
Nope.
She shakes her head. No, they're gone.
What did they say to you?
Honestly, they just said my name really creepily in my ear. Like really breathy, and kept appearing, or like it felt like they were near me, but you know, they weren't really there. But I only saw them once when I was talking to Codex in the bath house area.
And they looked like you remember?
No. They looked really bad. Like really, they looked undead. Like they'd been brought, like, I don't know. They just, their jaw was really big and scary, and I didn't like seeing it. Yeah, they didn't look themselves, and they were mean.
I see.
Right. They were mean to me.
And they were mean. The ghost, mean.
Can I roll an insight to see if she's calmed down? Basically, I just want to like give her a little side hug, but I don't want to if she's still angry.
Sure.
Oh, it's a nat one.
She was not at the time.
They seem right for hugging.
Hug her.
Perfect time.
This is a great time.
I think you should actually grill her for details.
Right? Tell me everything. Since Shay has no idea, she's just gonna give you a little side hug.
So like, you know, like if it's a side hug where it's like, you know, the arms are like above like the shoulders, she's just like, she'll put one like hand on your shoulder and then like just take it off. And she's kind of just like staring ahead, like straight ahead. Like probably tears in her eyes. Like she's just very upset.
She looks.
Yeah,
if I can make a choice or a thing for you, just for what happened.
Yeah.
She is crying, but it looks less of like I'm really sad crying and like I'm angry crying.
Yeah, like it's more like I'm upset / like frustrated / exasperated. Like, you know, like it's just she's had it. She's overwhelmed. She's sad, but it's also like she's fucking angry that just happened.
I'm not going to push the subject now, but please do let me know if you want to speak about this again later.
Okay, thanks.
Shay nods.
Do you want to be alone? We can tell you why Kaz is here tomorrow if you need rest or something.
No, I was, before all that happened, I needed to tell everyone something, and I wanted to tell you first, Terrence, but I'm just gonna say it now, and I already told Codex very briefly before I fainted, but, she's like, my partner died in the Providence massacre, and that's who I saw, and a bunch of other people died too that I knew, because, you know, I went to college, but that's who I saw, and I really loved them, and it does affect me, and I've been lying to myself just to try and keep up this facade that I'm okay, and I'm really not okay. And Terrence, I know you still blame yourself for things that happened at graduation, and then she's like she's very clearly taking deep breaths to like...
When you take a deep breath after that, you just hear, when you say, I know you're clearly blaming yourself, blah, 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 you just hear in your head, They should. It's up to you what you do with that. You don't have to repeat that.
But I think she definitely like pauses, and then she's just kind of like, and you can stop doing that. And she's just like kind of glazing over it, but I don't know, it's in her best interest to like, not shit on everyone in the party right now. But a lot of people that I really loved and cared about died, and my partner was one of them. And I was gonna say that. And also, while we're on the topic, I guess Balthazar has an undead army. And my partner is a part of it. So, potentially. So I wanted to be honest with everyone because we are on this crazy ride together, and I needed everyone to know that that's a possibility, that's what I've heard, and that if we do encounter that undead army and my partner, Guy was his name, is there, I don't know what's going to happen to me. I don't know how I'm going to react to that. So, and she just keeps like looking down. She's like fiddling with, she's fiddling with the rings around her, on her necklace with the Bonona symbol. Like she has a pair of rings on her necklace. She's like, so I don't know what's gonna happen.
All right, Codex. If you bring Casimir.
Anyway.
Oh my god! I'm so glad I still don't know about the undead army now. This is great.
Well, you know what?
Perfect. This is what I get for being a girl boss.
This is what you get for being a gaslight gatekeeper girl boss.
This is honestly, like, Codex has probably done that like, same exact thing for one of her best friends, Rhea, like, multiple times. Like, just been like, do you want to deal with this? Nope, okay, woo!
Yeah, so as you're shuffling Casimir away, the floor is yours. Take it.
Hey, Kaz, so do you not sleep or something? Because we all really need to get rest because if not, we're not going to be able to do anything tomorrow. So what's up? And she's just like pulling him towards the kitchen.
It's 8 p.m. Is that not?
That's bedtime for me.
Oh, I'm not aware of that. I guess
Cool. So what's up?
Well, I would rather. And he kind of tries to like move a little bit back.
No. It's just literally just full arm around his shoulder.
Like as you like kind of push him back, you do finally notice that behind him is Cower, who's kind of like kind of.
Oh, it's fine. I'm not gonna do anything. Like
To the dog.
Yeah.
Not dog, but...
Casimir just like Cower. Well, it is information you all really should know. It pertains to. Remember how I said my sister would figure out a mission for you to be signed off by Seraphima and herself? Or she told you that, or someone?
Yeah. So that's fast, huh?
I guess.
Okay. So you need everyone here for that, huh?
Casimir doesn't laugh, but I am. Casimir just, well, yes.
Okay. She like thinks for a second. She's like probably pulled her arm from Casimir, as long as he doesn't look like he's gonna run away. And she's like thinks for a second. And she's like, okay, counter proposal. You get 3 of us here to hear the situation. The other 3 can go to sleep.
What would that do?
Well, we can just relay the information to each other, you know what I mean? But, like, some of us are really tired, or we just need some time or some space.
I mean, I guess if that's the case, I could just tell you.
Yeah, but, I think we should have at least one other person here, just in case.
Well, you seem peppy enough, and I don't want to make anyone else more tired. Sometimes I do know I drone on, so...
Yeah, okay. So what if, can I go get one person and also take Cower with me?
That seems a little counterintuitive, and also I don't think he's very happy with you right now grabbing my arm. Could you let me go?
Yeah, no, but...
Wait, no, which one? No, the arm letting go? You look at my arm? Yeah, no.
No. Yeah, she like lets him go, and she's just like, yeah, but Issa likes Cower, and Issa's, going through it in the moment, which I feel like maybe she just needs a little space, but...
Didn't you take me away from Issa because you asked her if she wanted to deal with this, then rushed me away?
Yeah.
You said it a little hushed, but... Points at his ears.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care whether you heard it or not. It's just, listen, okay, Casimir, I don't know how used to, going after, girls or whatever you are, but, it's a little strong right now, and I feel like Issa just needs a little time.
Going after girls?
Yeah, I feel like you and Issa talk a lot, and I see whatever's happening, whether it's a lie or not, that's up to you guys. But what I'm saying is, maybe, right now, I think she just needs a little space, a little time.
I'm not following.
Okay.
Oh, is this about the lie she made about us being boyfriends or something?
Yes.
What?
At the fundraiser. At the fundraiser.
Yeah. What? Okay. She kind of scrubs her face because she is tired. And she's just kind of I'm gonna go get one.
Well, quick, I'll just tell you. So, basically, tomorrow morning, a cab will appear in front of the Pale Keep to bring you all to the wilds.
Oh, I'm sure everybody's gonna be really excited about that one.
You should be. It should be something that most adventurers find fun. It'll be like a monster hunting adventure.
Okay.
Basically, the three contacts. One contact who Fiora knows that also knows another person and another person who are hunting something that is apparently ripping most people apart in the wilds. So, they'll be here about 7 a.m. So, if you want to relay that information, I don't need to tell.
Wait. Casimir, hold on. So, okay, I have multiple questions, actually. One, does it have to be 7 a.m.? Can it be an hour later?
I can see.
Okay, yeah, so let's schedule that for 8 a.m. But also, when it's ripping people apart, is it is it big chunks, or is it little nibbles, or what's...
To shreds, you say?
To shreds, you say.
How's the way?
To shreds, you say.
What side of the cheese grater are we talking about? Are we talking about the real super fine? What?
The Parmesan side or the string side?
I've heard people describe ribbons. To shreds, you say.
So, but does it look like, this is gonna be really weird. Does this look like rats of any kind?
No. I also don't know all the information about this. You will be noted most of the information from the contact of which we are conglomerating you with. Well, I say we, but really it's my sister. I'm just here to envoy.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Wait. She takes this literally one full second to process, and then she's like, "What are we getting paid?"
Gee, I don't know. I'm sure it'll be something based on skill.
No, that makes sense. Is this a sliding scale? Are we salaried? Is this by the hour? Do we get paid for travel time? Is there someone I need to talk to about mileage? Yeah, she...
Probably some type of sliding scale based on skill, but most likely it's going to be just a base payment.
Stab Casimir.
I kill him.
Yes.
Her eyes just starts twitching.
Okay, okay, so 8 a.m., some person's gonna show up with a carriage and we're gonna get in and go to the wilds and...
It could be an aviation vehicle, I'm not sure.
What? Okay, alright, yeah, no, that sounds great. I'm sure everybody's gonna be really excited about this whole thing.
Good, I'm glad. It looks like we all need a pickup, so...
Yeah, okay, do you know anything about this castle or who owned it before us?
Oh, yeah, and by this point, he's turning around and kind of heading towards the door, because the kitchen's not too far from the entrance hall.
She's gonna hustle in front of him, so she's at least leading.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you walking backwards,
Walk and talk, I get it.
Yeah, she's probably. I mean, we're not like running, so she's probably like very like keeping track and like walking slightly backward, like slightly turned. But yeah, she's walking backwards.
I was joined by many people beforehand. There were definitely aristocracy, adventurers before, and a few deaths here or there. I think it might have been once a torture chamber. Not sure. Anyway, with that,
An ancient Indian burial ground.
with that, I'm going to send for the cab for 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Right, have a good night, Codex. And kind of like opens the door and walks out.
She probably just like stands at the door for a second. It just kind of like grabs it and closes it, and then like stands there, and she's like, "Fuck! I hope I remember everything." And she just turns around and lightly jogs back into the main area, I guess, the garden. And it's just kind of like the garden. And she just kind of like looks over everyone. Casimir's gone.
That was fast.
What was the job?
We got a job already.
Apparently.
Wow.
So tomorrow at 8 a.m., a carriage or flying thing is gonna show up, and we're gonna go to the wilds.
Oh, alright. Again, interesting.
To investigate some murders where people were shredded ribbons.
Shreds, you say?
To shreds. If we're talking about greater size, the largest setting that you could do for like...
What a disturbing way to describe that. Thank you so much.
So we're monster hunting now.
Woo!
So we should get rest.
Yeah. Are you good, Issa?
I'm better. Thanks,
could-
Codex.
You can stay in my room if you want. I got a sleeping bag and stuff, so...
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Sleepover!
Slumber party!
Well,
Girls' night!
if you guys are all going to rest, then I think that is where we're going to close it here for this episode. So, thank you again for everybody joining us on another episode of The Table Is Yours. Follow us over at TTIY D&D. Follow our Patreon, support us, all that good stuff. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your enemies.
Haters.
Tell your haters.
Tell our haters.